three, action.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Usually they are very organized.
Very organized.
So if it's your first time on this channel, that means that I hurt you, and I'm just gonna hurt you for a very long time. Kisses, bisous, okay, gross. That's really gross. Let's just keep it at the side. I have these individuals who are making my life a living hell. You know how focused I used to be in all of my videos. So you can go check IDM Dorothy. You see that all the videos that come is so organized, except for this one. I'm usually not like this.
I will not that's not really true.
Back to the point. So we're going to talk about emotional stress, heartbreaks, how to deal with it, what we've experienced, and how you can get out of it if you're facing that right now or someone. So Sandra, let's hear the downtime where you've been struck so hard by somebody you really cared for, you really believed in, and what did they do actually?
Oh my god, I hate doing this live, but for you guys I can do anything. So
Nice.
the truth is it gets so confusing and emotionally unstable when you're with someone and you don't really know your place in that person's heart or where you stand. It's not, whatever you're giving, it's not reciprocated back to you. You're just giving and giving and you're not getting
What are those
anything.
things you give? Like, what are those?
Sorry,
What would you say you did?
Oh, you show love. You
How?
More like okay, you call, you text, you always remember that person's birthdays. There are things that are so important to that person that you always keep in mind. But when it gets to yours, it's always like he's not there. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Oh, work, I'm sorry. As if you're jobless. You get that, and it's emotionally disturbing.
As
Like,
if you're jobless.
That part.
yeah, it's crazy, and then the person acts like, okay, sometimes he's really into you, the next minute he's not. It's like he's not even there, like you don't exist. It's crazy. Like, I don't know, I don't get
I don't know, but that's not hurtful. It doesn't sound hurtful to me.
Maybe that's because we have probably different experiences, I guess.
So what's your own take?
Mine is just almost like what she said, being left in a position where you're uncertain of your place. But I don't want to really open,
You have to. It's a healing process.
Okay, there's this time where it got to a point in my relationship where there was this clash, and it was like, okay, it can't just happen because of so and so reasons. I'm like, the reason, to me it was crazy because when I sat and I had to think through, like, I'm like, okay, these reasons are not tangible enough.
Can you be bold enough to give us one of those reasons? I mean, just like little tiny one of those
Okay,
reasons.
first of all, for one particular relationship I had, I woke up and I saw a text. You are too good for me. Are you mad?
Yeah.
No, like,
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
the are you mad is not my part. I'm like the one asking.
You are too good for him.
For him.
He's breaking up with you because he feels you're too good.
Exactly.
That's weird. Like, I don't know what.
How would you
I
have
say.
felt if you're in that position though?
Like, he's crazy. I'm too good for you. You should be appreciative of the fact that I'm too good. So you should actually.
But do you think it's a men thing though? Like they can't deal with the kind.
To a large extent,
Yeah.
yes.
You have friends
Yeah.
who've said that also.
Yes.
They
to a large
always do
extent.
that.
That guys would literally let you hang in because they feel
They
you're
don't
so
deserve
good.
you. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
some. It's crazy
But
though.
for me to a level, I feel that's just an excuse.
Okay.
Yes. To me, I don't know about
What would be
Sandra.
a suitable reason why you think they'll use that fake pickup line? Not pickup line, but a line.
I think probably because they are not fit for really.
Okay, it's a reverse thing. So,
Yes.
like, they are just so messed up with your lives,
Exactly.
and
Exactly, they are not fit
Ready
for
for it,
relationship.
yeah.
They're not
but
ready.
it hurt you.
Of course, like we had plans. This was like it was. I was in school then, and I was going to graduate, and he was supposed to come over for the graduation, and then I'm like getting a text like a week before he's going to come, and I was supposed to celebrate my birthday with him, and I'm like, I'm sorry, babe. You know you're just so good for me. I'm like, that you hide, you know.
So, okay, I think there was one line I got one time.
Okay.
And the line was, I just want to fix myself.
What are they fixing?
I don't understand.
Like, they will literally, I don't know if you're listening to us right now. I think for me, I was dating someone at the time, and some time back. And, you know, this person said, I want to quit. I want us to take a break because I think he thinks his life is so messed up and he just want to fix things. For me, that was so weird, and that was so, it didn't really make sense to me because probably for me, I'm just too whole. So I'm thinking, if your life is messed up, then we could put it together.
Together.
That's the
Together.
point they always miss.
Like, let's work it out.
So why do you have to be apart to fix
fix
yourself?
yourself.
So what do I
When we're
do
in
while
this
you're
together.
So what do you guys think in reality is going on? I mean, like, honestly, because, you know, one thing that women are faced with is the ability to understand exactly what's happening, and even if they do, the courage to accept it. I think the problem is the courage to accept that this dude doesn't want you no matter how much you love them, and that courage of getting out.
One thing I know about guys, most guys are flirty, most guys are polygamous in nature. So I think they come up with those excuses when maybe they are
There's some
tired of
they need
you,
to
they are
get out.
fed up, and they want to try something new. For them, they feel emotions are something they can just, you know, jump in and jump out. So when they're tired and they want to do something new, or maybe they meet somebody else that they feel, oh, this is more catchy for me. And
So what one word would you describe men with such character?
Sandra, please go first.
oh my god.
No, like, from that, remember that place where you were, where it hurt
Pain.
so much, and then you want to put a name to it. What would you call it?
Oh god, I don't want to use this word,
But you
gosh,
use it.
they're assholes. Did I just say that? Forgive me.
I
Hear
pray
that?
for
Like,
them.
he's actually holding
So
it
I
down.
pray for it. So what would you call them then? What word? What? Jerks.
Mine is still holy than hers.
For me, I think that they are.
Okay.
Say
You
it
must say it.
in a nice way. I want to hear it.
You know, it's very annoying if I'll just say the way it is, right? I think that if you fall within this category and you're a man, the direct meaning of not who you are, what you stand for is that you are not just. It is a stupid act. I'm not trying to insult you. I'm trying to put it.
He's actually feeling bad for the guys.
Because if you have something that is good, right, and your life is messed up, and you want to fix it, I'm not saying all guys are like this. I'm saying for those guys
that are like
that do these things with no reason whatsoever, but probably all you want to do is just keep jumping like she says, I think you're really acting stupid, because there are better ways to do things. And for women out there, I would say this though, most times you know when it's time to get out. You know. You know when you're being devalued. You know when you think that people are treating you bad, but you just don't want to get out because you feel that's a safe spot. Your safety, your mental safety and your heart at that time tells you you'll be stupid if you leave, wouldn't you be stupid if you don't leave? Have you thought about that too? Because a man who values you would pick it from how much you value yourself.
Exactly.
If they can't pick that, they're not going to give it to you. And it is better for you to check out and be alone and build you and grow you, so that anybody who has dealt with the kind of shit they keep dealing with will meet you. Do you understand that? You know, many times as ladies, we find ourselves in this situation where you are dating the wrong guy. You know that, but you're scared to be alone because you're comfortable with a 2,000 naira or 2,000 CFA that comes weekly, and you don't know where else to get it.
And then you keep.
You guys want to talk
daily.
about that part?
Yeah, that's true. Because you know that's the word. Like you feel that feeling. You know, it kind of it messes with us sometimes as ladies. You know, you feel okay, if I leave this relationship, how am I gonna be? I'm gonna be alone for the next 3 months. I'm gonna be alone for the next 6
Why
months.
do you think women are afraid to be alone? Why do you think they're afraid?
For some reason. Okay, Sandra, do you want to go?
I think we are built
Exactly.
like that.
Exactly.
Like,
To some extent.
Yes.
To some
I want to
extent.
understand that part that makes you afraid to stay alone. That thing is it?
Maybe because let me come in terms of spiritually now. The Bible says we are helpers. We are more like under the men, more like the men are the head. So it's already in us that we need a male figure to kind of protect us, to kind of maybe
My
be there for us.
my follow-up question would be: protect you from what?
Oh,
You're not married yet to this person, right?
Yeah.
You're so in love with this person, and yet instead of getting protection, you're getting emotional trauma. So what is he? If you're not leaving because you want to be protected, so my question
why
is:
stay?
you're being protected from what?
that's a stupid, emotional.
You have another reason why some women stay though?
You know, yesterday I was having a discussion with someone, and then he said most ladies like abusive men. I'm like, oh,
Wow.
okay. No, actually, yes. He said that because we're talking about why, just the same thing we're talking about right now. Why would people stay in relationships that are toxic? You know, and he said, well, some people, I'm sorry, we're being open here, right? I said, when it comes to sex, some people like people who give it to them raw, like, you know, the beating and all that.
Okay,
So,
because
like-
of my whole. Please don't take my word for it.
Okay,
It's so this topic is so sensitive.
Is it?
For a lot of people who know me, like it's so sensitive. But I'm not playing God here. I'm talking about comfortable spot. This is not my kind of comfortable topic to talk about. But I've gotten tons and tons of people that I care about go through this thing over and over again, and I've gone through it over and over. And I think there's a part where we have to stop this. So that's why we just
we have to be blunt.
there and be nice in your comments.
So like, he's like, okay, some people like it when, you know, they hit them during sex and all that. I'm like, a normal human being would not really reason that that's wrong.
Would you want that?
Hell no.
That's wrong. You know, but
No.
actually, a lady there kind of concurred to what he said.
Okay, so let's just deal with that. Let's talk about that, because I think a lot of ladies fall under this category. We are not judging you. We don't have the right to do that, but we want to look at this thing that you love. Let's get a common ground to see if it is good or if it is not healthy, right? Like, I want to understand the beating and all of that, which aspect of it is nice?
That's why I don't understand.
I'm yet to actually fathom that. I don't get it.
But I think, you know, mostly, I think it's a psychological thing.
I think so.
I think for some people, I think if they are not demonic, I think it's a psychological thing, because I can't accept that. I mean, for me, I even hate when they use the word, when couples use the word sex. I feel it's love making.
Yeah.
I know, we're being blunt, right? So, exactly. So, when you say you're comfortable with the beatings and all that, I don't get where the joy is from. And for the lady to have concurred with him, I think it's a psychological thing. I don't know if...
Now, let's go deeper. The beating, is it like nice beating or like bang, bang, bang,
beating.
like real beating.
Yeah, real beating,
I've
yes.
met
What, does
somebody-
he beg you while beating? I'm asking dumb questions right
No,
now.
we're being blunt right
Because
now.
it's unfortunate we don't have someone who loves this right here with us. But then we're just gonna pick our brains. Like, I don't know if you've spoken with some of them. When they beat, do they actually tell you you're nice? Then they beat.
I'm going to say something right now, you know.
Like, do they slap you? Are there specific places where you're being beaten?
Do you know, actually, someone has actually said that the pain brings this certain pleasure. Like, how does that happen? Do you understand? Like, how?
Oh, I've actually met somebody. She said she likes it when she fights with her boyfriend and he beats her, and then they make up with me.
Okay, but that's okay for okay. Well, people have different preferences, but what I think we should look at though is where is this coming from? You will know when something is good depending on where it's coming from.
Exactly.
It's easy for us to say that, oh, this is good, this is bad, this is crazy. I think it's something that they just love naturally, or it's a psychological thing. I think that environments, toxic information,
Yes,
all of those
exposure.
things, they kind of create a reality, a new sense of reality. I would believe that this is coming from what they've been watching.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I was going to come to.
When something becomes your reality, if you are an addict, a pornographic addict,
Exactly.
because it has all of those wild craziness.
Yeah.
If you've come across it by passing, some people have found themselves in an environment where they didn't know, and a group of friends, and then they play that, and then you see it. You might not like what they're showing, but you experience that, and you don't want to be there. Some people, though, get attached to all of this, and it ruins, it just destroys them.
It becomes a part of them.
It becomes a part of them. Personally, I don't think that is nice. You are supposed to be treated with care and love. Brutality spiritually doesn't come from God. If I want to be spiritual, brutality doesn't come from God. I think care and meekness and softness, it's a healthy thing for anybody. I don't see how that it's nice. So it's kind of wrong spiritually.
It's very wrong. Very
Physically, it could harm you. Whatever pleasure you are getting, like the rough handling, you could hurt yourself. They could just slap you, and in the process, your eye is gone. Just because you want to have a wonderful time, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. I don't know. But what about guys? Is that what they want, or is what women want?
You know, okay, go ahead.
So guys, I'm going to invite one person. I'm sure he's not very comfortable, but I'm just going to invite him for a bit to just share with us his own thought.
Yes. I'm actually going to come share with you.
Please, Chinedu, this is very confusing.
Yeah, because we're feeling at home
Thank
right
you.
now. So maybe here.
Yeah, come.
Welcome.
Chinedu, hurry.
Do you want a standing ovation?
Nah, he's good.
Thank you.
No, I can't say no.
So I'm going to ask you, you've been hearing the
I didn't
conversation.
told you this. Thank you.
No, just don't worry. You have to help because it's crazy, right?
Okay.
You're gonna talk from the point of a guy because this is not about. I don't practice that. I mean, we've left heartbreak to now this, right? And I want to ask, what is this brutality in beating and sex and stuff like that? What do you have to say about that from a man's perspective?
I think the people just love what they love. That's just it. People are different, and people's psychology or ideology about life differs as well. Yes, I think you're right in the sense that it has to do with a whole lot of their upbringing and what they're exposed to. I have a friend who says he loves rough porn. Right, somehow that's what gets him, right? So there are other people that just like it quiet and easy and all. So I think just like you have different temperaments, like there's a cool person, the rough person, the crazy person, all these things will reflect in their sex life as well. So there is what.
Let's go biblical wise. It's we understand different temperaments, but there are certain things in those temperaments that are not right, that you have to work them out. Do you honestly think that that's okay? All the slapping and beating in that process, would you really endorse that? Would you practice that yourself?
I need
Let
to
it go,
look at
brother.
Okay.
No, if it's for me, I feel like that is just okay. I can't say, but I'm not okay with it, right? But as regards if it is right, I cannot come out and say if this is right or this is wrong, because I don't think that I should use my own moral grounds to judge another person's. Do you understand? And even if you want to go biblical, the Bible says certain things about man and woman, right? And there are certain things that we want to say, okay, this should be, or this is what ought to be. But evolution has happened. Change happened.
Let me get it now. The Bible talks about it, but it doesn't veto that kind of action. But now you're talking about evolution, which means that there is a part where we've got to keep the Bible, or we've got to upgrade the Bible based on evolution. Because there's a difference between doing the right thing and then just following a pattern
or a trend
that comes with you, with how you feel. It's not, I think, that it's not, I mean, like all the time how we feel, it's not everything you do as per how you feel. Some things you have to, kind of curtail that.
Okay, let me say it like this, right? It's not like you have to upgrade the Bible. What I'm trying to say is, okay, look like this. Ladies, a lot of ladies like ice cream, right? But I've met somebody, my best female friend, she doesn't like ice cream. She doesn't like burger, she doesn't like any fries or anything.
Sweets.
She understands, she doesn't like that. And I used to joke with her that, yeah, like I can ask you out and I know my money is safe. But she would just smile, because I know if I want to die, I should just take her to a fashion store. My credit card will go red.
Okay.
Right? That is what works for her. So the question now is, you like ice cream. Does it make taking ice cream right? Health-wise, ice cream comes with a whole lot of issues, but people still like it anyways. Do you understand? So also with fashion, it comes with a whole lot of issues, but people still engage in it anyways. So what I'm trying to say is, you can't box people and
Correct.
say because this is how I feel, you shouldn't do it. But what you can do is, you can isolate yourself from it and don't associate with it.
Okay, I think I love, there are two major things that I would love for us to talk about with what he said. The first thing is, you know what you like and you think is good for you, right? And by all moral standards, if you've not broken your moral compass, you think it's okay. So if you see somebody doing something that doesn't really resonate with your own moral system, you isolate yourself. You don't talk about it, or you don't try to tell them if it is right or wrong. From what I got, I don't know if you guys got that too. And I would say humbly that could be a major downtime.
True.
If everybody has to watch people do what they think is okay, and then we do what we think is okay, and just let people have their way, then we won't survive. Because for all you know, I think it's okay for me to take an axe and hit him. If he pisses me off, it's okay. So you do your thing while I do mine. I think there should be a balance.
Yeah,
there should be a place where we can all fit for sanity's sake. And that's the line we're trying to draw here. I wouldn't go and judge them. I said that in the beginning, but I'm saying that how healthy is it?
It's more like saying, do you endorse domestic violence?
Yes, how healthy is it?
Okay, this is there's something I like.
Try not to be too political, because that's what you're doing. You're just trying to be safe.
I'm trying to be I'm trying not to judge. That's the right word. I'm trying not to judge or say outrightly this is bad. But this is what I would say. Right? This is what I would say. There's this saying that don't allow your reggae spoil my blues. Do you understand? There's Nigeria. Yes. Don't allow your reggae spoil my blues. There is. I think I saw this on Twitter. I can't remember the exact phrase rather, but I'll just paraphrase it. It's more like you are entitled to your own freedom.
True.
As far as you can do whatever you want to do, as far as it doesn't infringe or hurt any other person.
Correct.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that works for that. But instead of saying is this right or wrong, I think what we have a problem with is it leading to something worse. So which even brings us to the issue, or to me, I say, okay, I think whatever works for you, I think moderation is key. So if slapping and all those crazy things work for you, moderation is key.
Okay, I'm
serious. I feel like
that's okay. Like honestly speaking, I understand where you're heading to. We are not judging. I don't think we put ourselves in a position where we want to pass judgment. I don't know for you guys if right down inside we don't want to say you guys are demons or not, but what we are actually saying is, does this sound okay? Even from if you're a Christian, if you're a spiritual person, does this sound okay?
And I think aside that, I have a question.
No.
I have a question, right?
We can't do that.
Certain things. What I said something to my brother one time. He told me he had an issue with his girlfriend, now engaged. He said they did this, did that, and he's breaking up. And I asked him a question, and I always ask people. I said, if it's your daughter or your sister, would you want someone else do that to them?
Correct.
So if you had a sister, right? And you see she has a guy who
does that,
rough handles her that way, would you support her being in that relationship? That's my question.
No.
Because for me,
that's open-ended in the sense that I think we should be more specific because we're talking about rough sex here, right?
Yes.
Okay, I think so let's fix this. Sorry, we've journeyed towards rough sex. The whole idea was about heartbreaks, and I don't know how we got ourselves here.
Somehow we did.
But then we want to curtail this and go back to preferences. Why men do the things they do, why women do the things they do.
Yeah.
So we will not take so much time on this. We wanted to ask your own opinion as a guy. Would you? That's why we asked you. Would you veto this? Would you endorse it? That's just all we want to know.
Endorse?
Yes.
Rough sex?
You call it rough, whatever you're calling it.
Rough sex is different from domestic violence.
No. That's what we're saying.
You're not getting.
Let's get it. Okay, are we talking about domestic violence?
No.
We're talking about what goes on in the bedroom. So people slapping and all that thing. Then, like I said before,
would you permit?
I don't like it. I don't enjoy it.
And I ask a question: would you permit your sister to go through that?
Would I permit my sister to go through that?
No.
If that is what works for her, yes.
Okay, fine. If that's what works for her, fine. Yes. Why won't you want it? Why won't you want it?
Like I said before,
I just want to understand.
Personalities differ.
I get it.
Now, okay, let me cite an example. Right? Women. There are some ladies. How would you like to be proposed? Some people will like an open in the mall and all that stuff. Some people will say, no, I want it private. Some people will say, no, I want it family and friends. Now, all these different fantasies in quotes, right? Is there any right or wrong one?
Okay.
It all depends on what the lady wants.
Nedu, okay. Combing my hair, is it wrong? Is it wrong? Because I think what Nedu is doing is, I could just
He's playing safe.
He's playing safe.
Maybe you're playing safe.
But that's fine. That's him. That's fine to play safe. Like, we are just trying to understand where things are coming from. Why is it becoming so rampant? Because if you want to solve a problem, if you want to know how good, I said that before, if you want to know how good or how bad something is, trace it from when it began. What led to this thing? What is the psychological story behind this thing? That's the only time you can actually depict or ascertain if this is good or bad. Okay? If I think I've seen someone who likes pulling their hair. You get that? Like, they like doing that. They just like pulling it. You get. So, but the point is, how good is that? How bad is that? For somebody it's okay, for another person it's not okay.
Preferences.
It's not okay. But then you have people who will tell you that we think this, whatever this thing is not healthy for you. It is not right for you. That's the line we're drawing. That's why we called you.
I asked you, I've given 2 examples.
They're gonna answer.
One,
Good.
I spoke about ice cream. I said, health-wise, is it good? He said no.
No, I didn't say no. It's
Let me
okay.
ask a direct question.
Yes, please.
Ice cream, is this good for you?
Yes, if I'm taking just a little more once in a week, it's okay.
So now you're talking about moderation.
Yes,
right?
it's okay.
So which means ice cream in moderation is good.
Yeah.
Fine. How you want to be proposed is it the same way she likes to be proposed?
Fitting in moderation.
No, that's okay.
No, I'm not
Yes, let's
I
work
get
with that.
you.
The way you want to be proposed.
Is it the same
Of
way
course,
she
it's
wants
not the
it?
same way.
Fine.
Yes, let's go to your point. I know where you're driving to. That's okay.
Now, when it comes to sexual acts, right? Have you heard, or do you agree, that the most passionate intercourse, can I use intercourse or sex? Which one? The most passionate sex. The most passionate sex is makeup sex. Yes or no?
Well, I am not a sex doctor. I don't study sex. I'm not too good in that area, right? We are just gonna say this. I can't answer that. But if I'm taking ice cream, let's use this ice cream. He's trying to say,
No.
I'm gonna use the ice cream. You
See,
said
now, you want me to give you a yes, a no answer. I should
I'm
ask
not
your question.
No,
I'm giving you direct questions.
I don't know about it. I just told you I don't know if makeup sex is it. I don't know. If you teach me now, then that's fine.
So, okay, now I have 3 ladies. 3 ladies here. And none of them can confirm if that works or not. Wow. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say.
Does it work for you?
Let me ask you something.
This
So we
one-
Does it
are
work
clear.
for you?
Let's ask something. The makeup sex you're talking about,
Yeah.
is it after punching me and I feel hurt and then you expect me to come to your bed?
No,
Is that what you're talking
let's
about?
talk about
That's what I'm saying.
let's take out violence.
Okay,
Earlier
you
on,
cheated on
she
me.
said something. She
You
said
cheated.
something,
Let's say
right?
you cheated on her. Okay?
Yes.
Because I'm thinking let's say I'm putting myself in Sandra's case. Sorry, I'm just taking an example for you. I don't know. You know. So let's say you're dating Sandra, right? You cheat on her, you hurt her so bad, and you guys talk over it, and she's still phantoming if this is the right thing to do and you want to sleep with her, and it's okay for her to just jump into your bed. Is that what you're asking me? Because if that's what you're asking me,
Okay.
I would say hell no. I've got to ascertain exactly if you're sorry for the act. I've got to ascertain exactly if you're a changed person, if this is what we're supposed to be doing. Sex doesn't fix character. Character is on its own lane. Sex is on its own lane. A lot of people have gone through that psychological indoctrination or doctrine that says after quarreling and all of that, you guys just make up. That's brainwash. It doesn't heal character issues. That's what I'm saying. So I won't do that. I'm sleeping with you because I'm in love with you, not because we fought. And then I would sleep with you if it's right. And as a Christian, as a pastor, or not pastor, as a Christian even, if you guys are not married, sex is even out of it. It's even out of it. If we are talking to the Christian line, it's out of it. So for me, I don't think after fighting, after doing the things you've done, the best way to consummate our relationship is I open up for you to take whatever you are, come into Jerusalem and in
Okay, that sounds very funny. But this is it. I'm trying to be as open and practical as I can. And I don't like going towards. Let me just scratch that. But this is it. Whatever happens after the makeup sex is their business. Whatever happens before the makeup sex is their business. What I'm telling you, or what I'm saying, is that 5 minutes of passion. Now, these are two people that had issues, right?
And that would be the sweetest, Nedu. What you're telling me is after that fight, that would be the sweetest 5 minutes.
Probably for some
Explain how it works.
I will give you a good example. I'll give you a good example. A few minutes ago, the lovely lady here said something that a guy messed up. And she's willing to take him back if he had come back, right?
That's you, tell them.
Now,
yes, please.
if
Because she won't do that, I know.
okay, so now if you are not the only one and you are not
Scratch
the only
that
one,
too.
Okay.
right? If he had come back begging you and doing all, she's already blushing. I think that sells my point. So I'll just move on. I'll just move on.
It's fine.
I'll just
The
I
fact
say
that it
it's
sells your
fine.
point. See, this is my point. I'm not saying whatever Nedu is saying is not applicable. It doesn't happen. But I'm saying, where do we draw that line where the things that we do, if they are good or they're not good, we will do them anyways. It's what we believe in, it's what we like. The fact that she's gonna fall for it makes her hard.
I never said I was gonna fall. I was only smiling.
But my point is,
But the things you do, I think when you want to draw the line
Nedu, I wasn't.
whatever thing you're gonna do, the line is moderation. If you are drinking, moderation. Even normal play. Lady, there are people that slap people, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been with your friends and at some point you slap you and you turn and like, madam, calm down. Do you understand? But if it's just normal tap, it's fine. Now, when they do this
So
thing,
the
it's
topic
not like,
changed.
it's not like, it's when, I don't want to believe that this whole rough sex thing is, they have to do like a WWE series or something. No.
But some people do WWE.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something? Like, most people,
Yes.
after their stupid rough sex, right?
It's our opinion.
You come out
He said
with
so.
You come out with the black eye sometimes. I'm serious. I'm being damn serious right now. Yes. I'm being damn serious right now. There are some people who come out with a black eye.
Yes.
Now, when you're talking about moderation, my own issue is how moderate.
Where is that line?
Where is that line? When you
They do
come to
that's where I'm drawing it. Where is that line?
When it comes to physical injuries, hurt, have you asked yourself part of the reasons why 50 Shades of Grey is hot? Like why it's so
What's
hot?
50 Shades of
Oh,
Grey?
it's a movie. I know the movie. Yes, I know the movie.
So for those of us who have not watched 50
It's
Shades
a
of Grey,
movie
it's
that
crazy.
actually, to some
It
extent,
sells-
it sells that rough sex.
Nedu,
thing.
let me say it clear again so you get my point. When people start acting in a certain way, where you can draw the line is by tracing what triggered that
Because
action.
there's always a source.
I'm coming, Nedu, let me come. Nedu, let me just
If it
land.
was good or bad, if I endorse
You
it.
endorse it.
That was the question you asked me. And that was
Yes,
what I'm following.
and we were talking about Nedu then, and Nedu said no. Then Nedu went ahead to say, let's let people do whatever they think is right for them. So I
moderation.
said, no,
Moderation.
we are just adding this, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And I said the moderation, right, from when, you have to judge this thing that we do before we even get to the point of moderation. Where did it even spring from? That's my point. Where did we get it from?
Mostly.
When did we get to this point? Do you get what I'm saying? When did you get to this point? And we need to trace where we got to this point. Why we even think it's okay? Was it backed by the right motives? Was it backed by the wrong? Were we just carried away by what we were shown in the screen or through whatever means we saw it. That's my point.
Because I believe it started from somewhere.
It started from
I've
somewhere.
established that already because you are a product of your family and your society. and
Thank
what
you.
is exposed to.
And would you now say we should let them be based on what corrupted their minds or fixed their minds?
The truth
Would you now
about
say
this,
let them be?
is everybody is corrupt.
Okay, Chinedu, you're taking it too big. So he's gonna round
I'll
up
say it like
and-
this: everybody is corrupt, right? Regardless of who you are, even pastors. Because there was a time
Okay.
I'm not going to pastors.
Scratch
Nah.
that.
So
Yeah, scratch that.
yes, but the thing is this, right? Everything you do in life comes with a certain level of risk. Everything. If going to do that thing works for you, like I said before, right? Okay, let me say ask this question, or let me just say this, right? Every woman, every man, to a certain extent, have their fantasies, right? For some ladies, it started from when they were a child, cartoons, baby dolls, whatever they were exposed to at a certain time. Adults, why do sex doctors advise role play during sex? Why do sex doctors advise bringing in third-party objects during sex? Why did we leave from missionary position to doggy, spooning, crazy stuff?
My God.
Why did we?
Officially,
And that is because
okay, so
that is because no, that
guys,
is because
if
as
this
humans,
is moments with IDM and not moments with Nedu, since it's moments with Nedu, I'm literally not
okay, I'm done. I'm not saying anything against you.
spooky, whatever those things are called.
I know spoolie, but I don't know. For makeup.
Oh, yes, fully.
Yeah, so I don't know what you're talking about.
So nobody's
I'm sure you guys are
hello.
friends.
See, get us right. We're not trying to be holier than thou
Yeah.
here. It is honest ignorance. I honestly do not know those things. I am sure where I've heard about missionary, which means as a woman you lie flat and
You
the man
don't
sits up on you.
explain.
No, I just have
No, it's
to.
fine.
There are a lot of people who do not know that. I'm gonna say that, and these I will veto for married people.
Yes, exactly.
Please, a disclaimer for married people. We do not endorse
Exactly.
any
Oh,
other thing,
that's
okay?
funny though.
We are building being right, and we will tell the same thing. So, but for people who are married and they are wondering what this dude is saying, because I literally do not know
Every married person knows what spooning is.
what's the word.
Spooning.
I don't
Wow,
know.
I don't know that.
If
Okay, we're
every
not married,
married
so we don't
person,
know.
no,
We don't know. I don't know.
I saw something online one time. And
I don't
it said,
know. Officially,
and
they
it
show
said,
us
and it
off.
said,
It's Nedu's moment now.
and I said, we say we don't know stuff, but yet we engage in things. What I mean by every doctor's advice, especially for pregnant women. So because, okay, I'm done. Done.
Sorry, we don't. I will say it again. I don't know Spoonie. Whatever he's
I don't know
No,
either.
actually, no. What you actually mentioned, spoolie.
Spoolie.
Spooning.
Okay, I don't know. I know spoolie for
Can you after
makeup.
this
I
video?
don't-
Makeup.
You know, when, and these are the people that read hints and hearts.
No,
the same people
I
that
don't know
read,
how
I
you're
was
saying.
never a fan of that.
What's that?
He's called
Hints
Shades.
and those hints.
He's called Shades of Grey. I don't know it, so I don't know whether there was Spoonie.
I confess, I know 50 Shades.
No,
I don't
I've
know
seen 50 Shades.
I've
of
not seen it.
Grey.
I don't know it.
Okay.
But I don't know the names. They call all those stuff. So I'm just hearing
They
that
don't-
from.
I think for this video, I think we're just done.
Okay, we are just gonna round up, and everybody's gonna say their beat. So you just give your beat and run. We were talking about heartbreak and why women won't leave, and then it generated to a point where she said some people don't want to leave because they feel that after that rigorous pain in the heart and the fight and all of that, they would want to consummate it with sex, kind of. So that brought all of this. And I would conclude on this though, as a woman or as a man, whoever you are, as a person, you need to know the values that you can accept. You need to know how you want to be treated. You need to know how you want to be valued. And an individual doesn't compliment you. You understand? What they do is they bring their own beautiful person to connect with who you are. Like, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Don't say that this person makes me who they don't really.
We get the point.
They don't really make you. What I'm saying is, you've got to behold yourself, believe in you, love you first, then tell another person what it is that you want. But also be rest assured that you have to respect what they love. If it is something you think is okay and it doesn't affect your moral compass, then both of you can be an item. But if you think that the way they look at life completely destroys whatever you stand for, then please, that is not the place for you. You don't necessarily have to go through all of that just because you want to get that title of I have a man. Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. Your last words? Not like you're dying, but your last words.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, for me, I just want to say, you know when to draw the line. The truth is, I think every lady knows when a man doesn't want her anymore, or when he's not really into the whole thing. We get that feeling. We feel it, we know it, but we still stay. So I think let's just learn to say no and just get out of that toxic relationship, because it's not good for us, it's not good for our health. Thank you.
Yeah, last word, like what she said, don't just let fear make you stay in things that are toxic for you. Be it relationships, career, or whatever. Once it's toxic, please move. Thank you very much.
Peace out,
Bye,
guys.
guys. So just stay safe, okay?